You're at the minute you're just floating plats.
Teresa Livingstone.
Hiya.
Hiya. You well?
Yes.
Well, comedy. Doing jokes.
It's great, isn't it?
We've already had the preamble conversation where we're like, we hate comedy.
No.
We don't want to talk about it.
No, we love comedy. We hate talking about what it's like to be a woman in comedy.
It's kind of hard because I have no remit for comparison.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Well, I've just...
Well, people
People
do talk about it like it's its own genre. Like, you know, I don't like female comedy or something like that. You're like, that's not a style of comedy.
Well,
You're saying you just don't like women, so that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. Like, I was talking about it there a minute ago with somebody else, and I was like, I did feel like when I started, they would just, like, announce my name.
Yeah.
And there was, like, an audible...
Really?
Yeah. I feel like, oh, fuck.
You'd probably be the only...
It was hard.
Woman on the lineup.
One of lemons.
Yeah.
We'll get a pint.
Yeah.
And then, like, half the room would disappear.
I don't think I ever had people sort of go, like that. But when I first started doing stand-up, I was doing it more as a character. So I would come staggering on stage. So it wasn't as, I don't know, I think sometimes people are a bit like, oh, God, you know, if you're being judged on how you look and if you're pretty or not or whatever. But I came out swinging first, like straight onto stage with my makeup all down my face, staggering on, like, so everybody was already on board with like, she's a mess. This is
she's
great.
a mess. We can laugh
We
at
can
her.
relax
it's fine.
now. And
She's unwell, doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. What's this mess? When I did my first like solo show, I got a few things written up like in the press, like by professionals, not me. Other people wrote them, and somebody started the article with Teresa staggers on stage with her bird's nest. What was it? Her ratted bird's nest of head of hair, and gets to the piano and starts to sing. And I was like, I don't remember saying that to this journalist. This has gone a little bit too far.
Damn.
She's an absolute state. I was like, all right, calm down, love.
Mess.
Yeah.
Good songs.
Yes. It was like a rat's nest of hair. So it was something really awful. I was like, oh, God, this is a bit harsh.
It's very bitchy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But no, it's fine.
You did have big hair.
I did have big hair, and I would deliberately... It was much easier to get ready because you could just back-comb my hair, smudge my makeup down my face. And now my makeup is smudged down my face, but it's more because I think I'm perimenopausal. And it's just...
Heat!
I'm always hot.
Heat! And it's hot. It's awful. I hate the heat.
It's different.
Yes, so... Oh, now we were talking about how we're not going to talk about being women.
We're not talking
comedy,
about being women.
And then we just started talking about it.
I know.
Well, that's why they don't like us.
Well, I know. Talking about periods and all. Boring. So,
Edinburgh? You're going to Edinburgh?
I am.
Doing a big show, isn't it?
I'm going. I'm not doing the full run. I'm only doing the second half of it. So I'm doing 2 weeks. And I've never done it before. So I'm actually... No, never. I've been before. I actually used to live there. I was a student there. And then I lived there when I was 30 for a year. And I've been to it I've like gone as an audience member. But
I've never done it.
I've never. Have you gone like recently?
Yeah. I was like, well, no, it was a couple of years ago now, but
yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing this.
You're not? Oh, really? So what was it that put you off? Just manic? Okay, just
I'm joking. No, I think at the time it was like, I always just like going over and doing like open spots and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's like, unless you've got like a really definite, this is what my show's about.
I know.
And this is what I'm doing.
Which I do not. No, I tell you what, I agree with you actually. It is hard. The more I was talking about this the other day, every other day it feels like I'm having to make a decision about something and then pay somebody. Like the amount of registration and things you need to do. And every time I realise what the next stage is, I'm already too late. Like, so if I was doing this again, I would have started planning it in September. And like from there on in, started booking venue, PR, if you're going to do that, everything. But it's crazy how much it mounts up. Like it's thousands of pounds.
And part of me was always like, this is terrible, isn't it? But part of me was always like, I want to come here and drink pints and have a nice time.
Yeah.
I don't want to work.
I know. But I'm looking at it as I'm trying to keep my head about it because I do not want to go over there for 2 weeks and have a nervous breakdown and come home broke as well and be like, great. great stuff altogether. So I am trying to manage my own expectations that I really want to go and do it and enjoy it and hopefully get an audience in every day. And that's it. And then
2
I'm not...
weeks, I think, is the perfect one.
Yeah.
2 weeks is
It's
perfect.
still-
I
yeah,
think the
it's
whole
enough.
month's a bit...
And I'm too old for this shit. You see if I'd started comedy in my 20s, I probably would have been over there doing a month, lying on somebody's floor, not caring about getting sleep or anything like that. I'm too old now.
No, I won't do it. You won't
I'm
do
doing
it.
an afternoon show, and if I want to go out in the evening, I may do, and I'll be in bed by 10. And I will leave, and no one will have known I was there, because I won't have done any
There
other
better
stuff.
be a nice mattress or I'm not coming.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, no, it's different, I think. Because I'd be 45 in the summer, so it'll be different.
Jess, you're looking well.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm 35 and I have
You're a
no
wee baby.
pigment.
You've no You will never age.
I will never age. I will be
Alabaster
a
skin,
faceless,
yes.
a faceless ghost moving through the room for all life.
See, maybe, in 10 years' time, maybe we'll go, fuck it, maybe I will do Edinburgh. Because I didn't really, I
thought you were going to
always...
say maybe I will get a tan.
No, that's never going to happen. No. I think my sister has really pale skin as well, and like she absorbs fake tan. It just sort of goes into the skin.
I was always like, when it was very popular when I was younger, girls wearing it, I was like, if I don't tan in real life, I can't wear fake tan.
Yeah.
Like I'm just going to be, I'll be all one colour.
Yeah. But your skin's beautiful. You do. You look like the little girl in Interview with a Vampire. You will never age. You're beautiful, is what I'm saying. Let's move on. Right.
Comedy.
No, but seriously, you might change your mind about Edinburgh. I don't know. It might be part of me being a wee bit older now as well and going, well, if I don't go and do it now,
yeah, I feel
might
like
think
I need
about
to,
it, and so we're going.
Complete a moment of like free time.
Yeah.
Just be like, I'm focused on this now.
Yeah.
And one thing at a time.
Nice wee project. Yeah.
My wee project this time is trying to put on like a bit of a fringe in the accidental theatre for everyone to do their show.
Ooh, yes.
That's my wee project. I'll facilitate other people doing shows so nobody will notice I haven't.
And we'll be like, she's definitely involved in the comedy scene. I just don't know how. Yeah. No, but that's brilliant. We need more of that. Because do you remember there used to be there was Belly Laughs. So we had a comedy festival
I did
for
do
a
a
while.
show with that back in the day, but that was a long time ago.
So somebody
now.
should bring that back. That could be you.
That could be me. Not me.
So what are you doing? Like a mini? Is it like a mini festival
It's a wee
in the
mini
summer?
festival.
Yeah.
23rd of June to the 27th of July.
Oh, I'm in it.
Yes, you're in it.
Oh, it's that one.
You're not fucking talking about this for no reason.
It's like, let's get along and see something. Like, oh no, I'm doing a show on that, right?
Do some of the other stuff as well.
Okay, yes. No,
Yes.
brilliant.
So we'll be like there'll be different shows on throughout that period of time.
Yeah.
Of split bills, Edinburgh previews, other comedy shows like the Music and Magic Night, of course.
Lovely.
George Firehorse. Yes, so we're going to come and see things, people. Come and see them.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Can I just tell you, I've watched George for like 10 years now and I've loved him every time I see him. And I don't have children, but I was like, if I had children, I would be booking him like for every single birthday party. I was dying. I was like, I'd love to see what he does his day job, which is his children's magician act and everything. And my sister came over from Australia a couple of weeks ago with her kids, and one of them turned 5 when he was here, and I was like, say no more. I know what we're doing.
I've got the man for you.
I'm going to facilitate a party. And we booked George, and oh my God, we have photos of like all these little tots all sitting in a row, and I'm in the middle with my legs crossed, just like...
Wine.
Yes, glass of wine, just like... And I swear to God, it's not that different to his.
I do remember that from
stand-up.
Wacky's wedding, was when I came out of the door and I was a bit drunk, I was like something like that. And then there was George had been booked to entertain all the kids, and there was a row of children.
Oh,
and
was
then you
he?
sitting at the back drinking a glass of wine.
Yes, I'd forgotten about
We
that.
all left the party and went and watched George's show.
I'm his biggest fan. So yes.
It's very funny.
No, that's great. So that'd be good. What's the festival called? Does it have a name?
I'm calling it the Bitter Fringes.
Lovely. Yeah.
Because it's a festival
Yes.
of people doing Edinburgh previews and other people doing shows too broke or lazy to go.
Yes. And we're all bitter.
And we're all bitter.
Lovely.
That is what
That's
it is.
great.
So, like, you're in a musical comedy?
Yeah.
musical. I can't do anything music at all in any remit ever. I'm like, I went to a concert. I like always have to do that. I don't know what it is. I was like, where's your piano? Do you find that like, is it harder or easier for you than just straight stand up? Because I've always wanted to know that. I like when there's a comedian that has like a musical thing or they're an art thing or there's like a thing specifically George with magic that they do. Yeah. What do you prefer to do?
I don't actually have a preference. I've only a handful of times gone and done any sort of gig without the piano and just done stand up, and I'm always way more nervous, way more nervous, and it's like a safety blanket. So knowing I have the piano is like my little, because I don't know if it's harder or easier, but whenever I'm doing the songs, that's when I'm most comfortable. Like, I'm sort of like, I'm relaxed because that's like, I know what I'm doing then.
But you're always doing straight stand-up when you've got your music as well, though. Cause I love your straight stand-up. I think it's so funny.
Straight stand-up?
Your straight stand-up. You should get that piano out of there.
It sounds really right-wing, sort of like.
we only do straight
Yes,
stand-up.
only do straight stand-up.
Which wouldn't be funny
I only do songs about men and women. Nothing else. No, it's... Yeah, I don't know. I do feel a wee bit insecure without knowing that I can have the piano and do a song. But I love doing the other bits. I love telling stories and doing... And I think about that more now than I ever did before. Because when I first started, I literally would have just done like 3 songs and sort of gone, here's the next song, and then done a song, and then gone, and here's the last song, and done a song. So I was terrible at doing... The
closest I can get to it, because I don't have any... real skills in life, or like a musical skill.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah,
a musical skill. But I had to do stand up once without a mic.
Okay, sounds great.
Which was horrifying.
Yes, not being able to hold it.
And I like freaked out in the middle and lifted a straw out of someone's glass, and then just stood there talking into a straw. And I was totally fine after that because it just completely. Throwing my rhythm,
I know what you mean.
I was like, da 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 da.
It is. It's like you don't know what to do with your hand. Then all of a sudden, if you're
wrong, because then I was just ranting in a pub.
I know. No, I know. I do know what you mean. Because then, at least if I'm behind a piano, and I can, I don't know what to do with my hands. Then if I'm not, that reminds me of. Do you remember? You probably didn't do this in school. Did you learn recorder at school when you were at school? Did you have to learn recorder?
I vaguely remember recorder in like primary school.
We had
recorder.
Jesus. So we had to learn recorder for about probably 12 years and all. But I just remember, I don't know why this popped into my head. If you forgot, we had like a really strict teacher. If you forgot your recorder, she made you do it on a ruler. So you'd be sitting in class and everyone's like, doo-doo. And then there's like one girl on a ruler just going, bum, 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 bum. And there was one day we all had to do recorder tests. One at a time. It was awful. You had to one at a time go up to the front of the class and she'd be like, right, play match of the day. And everyone would go, do, 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 do. That's what we were learning. And I'll never forget this girl, Emma, came up and she was like, I forgot my recorder. She's like, well, you're still doing the test, and gave her a ruler. She was like... But she was really taking it seriously. But she was even sort of... Fuck is going on?
I think the only thing I remember ever learning on the recorder was 3 blind mice.
Yeah.
That
You never got to the dizzy heights of match of the day.
Never got to the dizzy heights of match of the day. No, I try to think about it. Like, I played the guitar for a bit when I was in school.
Oh, very nice.
Decided I was going to be rock star.
Yeah.
That was it. When I was in my goth phase, I was like, I'm going to play a musician. Like, I can play an instrument.
And was that through the school, or you were just meeting up with your friends?
I got to school. I got my parents to pay for a guitar teacher to come to my school.
Jesus.
To teach me.
Right. To teach you to be popular.
And it didn't work. And
all you needed was a ruler.
I forgot my guitar.
Just sort of like the janitor's mop. Just
I would have been better with the fucking mop. Yes, I don't have any musical abilities.
That's okay. But that's all right. Don't you worry about it. But you're funny enough.
I've just always wanted to.
Do you?
Yeah.
Would you use it on stage?
I like music. Probably wouldn't. I just really like the idea of being able to. I'd love a sax.
Some great punchlines. What's a really famous? All you would have is like Baker Street. You can just do loads of jokes about that.
Yeah.
I'm actually not a massive fan of musical comedy, I have to be honest. Like, there's some that I have always loved and have gone to see live loads and loads and loads. But there's an awful lot of musical comedy now. Like, if I saw a musical comedy night, I'd be like, not for me.
It wouldn't be something I would be, because I don't really think of you as a musical comedian.
Oh, thank you.
No, but it's not what I just go, I wouldn't just go, oh, Teresa Livingstone, musical comedy.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, Teresa Livingstone is a comedian that happens to have
She's a little orange.
a piano.
Yeah. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, because I don't know,
it's not the first thing that comes to mind when I think of you.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm not massive.
Then there's some people who'd be like, he'd be nothing without that guitar. He'd be nothing.
I'm not talking about anyone in particular, but I've seen a lot of kind of people doing music. Like, you'll see clips online of like a musical comedian, and I'm just like, it's just so dull.
That's a silly voice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like, right. But anyway.
I think it puts people off a wee bit, music maybe. I don't know.
Sometimes it's what I think people do in musical comedy forget is that it does actually need to be funny as well. A bit more consistently. What I mean is, there might be one funny bit in your song, but everyone has to wait maybe 2 to 3 minutes to get to it.
We have to listen to the rest of it.
Yeah, and if it's a really good build-up and a big payoff, then it's worth it. But sometimes you're just a bit like, yeah. Oh, we're listening to the verse again? Great. So it's just... I'm being really mean, and like, so I have plenty of songs that aren't that funny, but
not true.
It's hard. It is hard. I think it's hard to
yeah.
write good, funny song that do make people laugh and not just sort of. See, it is. Fraser and I used to joke about this a lot. He says it's cheating, and he says musical comedy is cheating, and he got as a present for me one year for Christmas. He got Michelle Wolf to do a cameo. He doesn't know her. He paid for it. Got her to do a cameo. And she was like, "Happy Christmas, Teresa. Musical comedy is cheating. You're a fraud." And I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, well.
And I love her so much. I was like, "Okay, Michelle Wolf."
I've never got a cameo or even thought about one of those cameo things.
It was a big... Do you remember everyone? We were all doing it for like about 3 months, and then it just kind of... I'm sure it still exists, but I would never think of doing it now.
No.
I got one for my sister in Australia. I got Greg Poops from Whose Line Is It Anyway? He did a lovely one. It was really lovely and made me cry a little bit. So...
I don't know who I want to get.
The people you want to get are
really
probably
obscure, like.
way too expensive. Yeah, you'd be surprised who would be on. There's a lot of Real Housewives. That's how they make their money now. Even in the shows of the Real Housewives, you see them just doing some cameos.
That's
and they're just sitting in the car going, "Hi."
I think like a cameo from like Brandy Glanville or something like that. That'd make my life.
Absolute hot mess. I know.
Or like steaming.
Do you like the Real Housewives?
Yeah, me too. I love it.
I'm a little obsessed with it. I found another person who doesn't mind talking about it because I love it.
I'm not embarrassed by this. I used to say it all the time. I was like, anyone watching the Real Housewives or whatever, and then everyone was like, no, we're intelligent. And I'm like, you don't know what you're losing out.
Oh God.
You haven't lived till you've seen a 45-year-old woman throw an entire bottle of champagne across the room.
Yes, or take her prosthetic leg off and throw it at someone.
Oh my God. TV gold.
Or Luann, happy birthday.
This has become an entirely different conversation.
It's not about comedy at all.
It's not about comedy anymore. I did say that to Fraser because he said that to me. I was like, we should get together and do a Real Housewives podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd just drink and watch it and go, look, let's stay on a heart.
Yes. Just pick one random episode and dissect it.
My favourite thing that's happened thus far has to be Erica's.
The husband,
thing.
yeah.
We were trying to
earrings and
trying to make me believe that he suddenly has Alzheimer's.
I know. She's a dark horse, that one, isn't she?
That's wild. It was wild.
Kind of hate her. That's the thing. I hate all of them. I really do.
Oh no, you really hate them. They're terrible people. Oh,
yeah.
Awful.
But I kind of hate some less than I hate others. So I guess that means I like them. I don't know. It's very confusing. I'm a bad person, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's enjoyable.
It's great.
I like when they do the reunions after the shows to make them rewatch how much they all fucked each other off, and then they can be angry about it again.
Yes. Oh. Yeah. And even that expands now. There's a show about the reunion. You see them getting ready for the reunion, ordering their salads and being like,
how much shit can there be on TV?
But I will watch it. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
What did they look like when they arrived at the reunion? I want to know what they wore when they got there. Yeah, it's desperate.
It's amazing. I'll never own those shoes and I'll never have that dress and I'll never live in that house, but
No.
I understand.
Yes. And they're always like, I just feel like... I'm going to stop talking about it now. I'm going to treat us all to... I'll take us all away to Dubai for the weekend.
Comedy or something. Yeah, that's enough.
Stop talking.
Well, Teresa Livingstone, thank you very
great.
much. This has been good fun.
You're welcome.
I enjoyed talking about things not the word comedy.
Not comedy.
Not comedy.
But sure, come to Edinburgh for a few days anyway and come see my show.
And
It's
if you're
at the
in
MASH
Edinburgh-
House. It's at the MASH House every day from the 13th to the 25th of August at 1 p.m.
And come see your show here.
Oh, come see it here as well. It's on the 6th of July at what time? Evening? In the evening.
7:30 the doors will open.
7:30 the doors will open. And the show's called Delighted. You're very welcome. You're delighted. You're very welcome as well.
Thanks. Thanks, Teresa.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know that was very Real Housewives at the end there.
It was?
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Andy.
I should have said when you said thank you, Teresa, I should have gone, thank you, Andy.
Hi, Teresa. You're looking lovely.
Hi, Andy. Oh, God.
That's it. Some days I just long to be off work so I can just lie on the sofa and be like...
But I rewatch series. Like, I go back and watch the same series again. It's a classic. I do. Is this finished?
This is finished. That's enough. That's enough. Hi, I'm Sara-Jade Davidson.
And I'm George Firehorse.
And you can see us at the Accidental Comedy Club that's on once a month, every month, in the Accidental Theatre. It is also streamed online if you're too lazy to come down at www.accidentaltheatre.co.uk. That was right? Thank you. That was right, yes?
Yay!
Okay. Way! There might have been more W's, but there's usually only 3.
What's happening?
Huh?